My question to you, Brigadier, was that after receiving this information, especially the reference to the exchange of firearms by the people who are referred to here in front of the police officer, which is Constable Zongo, did you ask Constable Zongo if he reported this incident to the police because he had witnessed the unlawful activity? At that time, when he was in Basuto Hostel, he saw the suspect exchanging the firearms, and he was a police officer at that time. Did you ask him if he reported this matter to the police?
Yes, we did, my lord, and he said he didn't report it, and that matter was also discussed with the state, and the view was that we will look into this matter once this trial has been finalized. Because at that stage, when the statement was given, the matter was already in process. In other words, it was something again.
Did you just see that Brigadier Gininda did not answer the question at all, and Advocate Mshololo tried to look up in the sky to try and digest exactly what Brigadier Gininda was saying? And Advocate Mshololo just couldn't make a heads or tail of what Gininda just said. But why would Gininda do this, really? Because the question to Brigadier Gininda is simple and straightforward. Why did Constable Zungu not report the matter to the police after he had seen these suspects and what they were planning? But then Gininda begins with a statement that says yes, then goes on to say we didn't report. It's just confusing. You just cannot digest what this guy is saying. Because if there is one thing that Gininda is really good at, it's English articulation and really speaking fluent English without even stammering at all. So Gininda gives you this long explanation that seems to have an intention to confuse. And one of the biggest problems that I've seen with Brigadier Gininda is that he has these words that he likes to repeat a lot, like a programmed robot. You see, you have these words that he uses all the time, like insofar as when you get that long paragraph from Brigadier Gininda, you just have to move to the next question if you are the advocate who is cross-examining him. But maybe on Brigadier Gininda's side, this is a kind of a professional protocol by him to not reveal certain discussions and try to avoid these types of disclosures, because his witnesses, they have to be protected somehow. So this is what is happening in court. Brigadier Gininda is the investigating officer and he is trying to prove his case that it is credible, and the defense team is trying to expose weaknesses in his case. So on Brigadier Gininda's side, this is a tactical move to avoid getting into a line of questioning that can be very challenging and uncomfortable, because it might expose weaknesses in his case. So he uses that strategy to make sure that this question is passed aside and we move on. Because after all, Brigadier Gininda is a human being, and when he made these investigations, he might have made some error or might have made some biases, because he is a human being. So he might want to avoid that because it might weaken his case. So obviously, due to these issues, the defense team can try to solve this by objecting and requesting the judge to intervene. They can definitely request Judge Rata to intervene in this case, and Judge Rata obviously will have to compel Brigadier Gininda to answer the question directly, because this is very important. But the defense team didn't do that, so the question obviously had to be just, we had to move on. But that is what happened in court. Brigadier Gininda sort of ran away from this question, and he seems to have got one from this one. Tell me what you think in the comment section about Brigadier Gininda dodging this question. I'll catch you guys in the next one.